Hello students, welcome to Trunkie Academy. We were studying about the natural resources and today after completing here we studied about the water, air and different important gases, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc. And then we studied about the water pollution also. Okay. Now today we'll study about the animal husbandry. Okay. What is animal husbandry? The science which deals with the scientific management of farm animals, including their feeding, breeding, weeding, okay, and heeding. That means disease control. All this included under the animal husbandry. Okay. So today's topic is the animal husbandry, and under that we will study about the cattle farming and the poultry farming. Okay. So animal husbandry. So what is this? As I told you, it includes proper management, its care, including the breeding, feeding, okay, and heeding means disease control, and all this comes under this the animal husbandry. So I'll write the definition: science which deals with scientific management of farm animals means like cattle, okay, goat, including their feeding, breeding, weeding, and heeding. Disease control. Disease control is called as animal husbandry. Okay, so this is the definition of the animal husbandry. So what are the different food or the products that we that comes from the different animals? So the product is the milk we get, okay, from the milk animals like goat and cow, okay. Then we get egg. Another is the meat, okay. Then honey, okay. So milk we get from the cattle, such as cow, buffaloes, goat, camel. Okay. Egg we get from birds, poultry birds. From poultry birds. Okay, or other birds also, the hen. Okay, hens. Okay, the ducks. Meat we get from the goat. Okay. Then honey we get from the honeybees. So these are the products that we get from the different animals, food. Okay. So there are four main practices involved in keeping animals and our animal husbandry. That is the four important, we can say, four main practices. Main practices in animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. Okay, the number one is the first is the breeding. Okay, we need to breed the animals. Then is the feeding. Okay, number three is the weeding, means I'll explain one by one. And now for the healing, controlling the disease. Now, when we say breeding, it means it is done to obtain the animals with desired characters. We need a good quality, okay, breed, because we are getting some important products. So the breed which is perfect and its yielding product, or is for example the good yielding, good milk yielding cow breed. If we have, then we will get the good milk. Okay, good quality. So or large quantity of milk yielding cow breed. Okay, so it is done in order to obtain the desired characters. Through breeding, we can develop high milk yielding or high meat yielding cattle. Okay, so that is the breeding. Feeding means it deals with the study of proper food, cattle feed, mode or time of feeding of different animals. Okay, so when to feed and what kind of food should be given to the animals. Okay, so cattle. Now weeding means the concern with the animals of uneconomical animals. Okay, weeding means removal of some other animals that may compete with the resources available for the these animals for animal husbandry. Okay, and healing means the proper care and management of animals, disease controlling. Okay, properly caring the animals and ensuring their proper growth and development. All this comes under the healing. Okay, so this was about the animal husbandry. Okay, so in now we come to the cattle farming. After cattle farming, we will study about the poultry farming. So before poultry farming, we will study about the cattle farming. Okay. Cattle farming is done for two purposes. Okay, the dairy animals and draught animals. There are, okay, so done for cattle farming is done for two purposes. Two purposes. Okay, so now number one is the dairy animals. And number two, so these animals, dairy animals, are called milk animals. Okay, also called milk animal, and are kept for obtaining milk. Okay, used for obtaining milk. Okay. These include cow, buffalo, goat, camel, and yak. Okay, so examples are the cow, buffalo, goat, camel, yak. These are the animals or dairy animals. Okay, or dairy farm. Now, number two is the draught animals. Drought animals. Drought, when the condition become very dry without rain and for a longer period of time, and the lands and the soil become dry. Okay, so these are the animals used in agriculture for work and transport. Okay, So animals used for work and transport. Animals used in agriculture for work. Maybe for plowing the agricultural field and or for some other work or transport of some some of the something transporting. So example is the horses, then is the elephants, then is the bullocks, etc. Okay, so these are also horses are also reared, rearing of horses are done for transport. Okay, and some other purposes. Okay, now we come to another part, that is the breeds of the cows. This is an important one. Okay, according to Indian mythology, cows are called a Gomata, and as they provide milk, they also provide bullocks for transportation and farming purposes. So this is the important point. There are various types of breeds found in our country, but 30 types of the breeds are important. And okay, so there are various breeds. So breeds of cows, and there are 30 types of breeds in India. 30 types of breed. Okay. There are various types, but these 30 types are important and useful for milking purpose. Useful for milking purpose. Okay. Some of them are good only for doing work and used for draught animals, and some produce good quantity of milk. Based on the utility, the breeds are classified into 3 categories. Okay, draught breeds and dairy breeds. So that means there are, number 1 is the draught draught breeds. Okay, so this means these breeds are strong and steady. Strong and sturdy breeds. Okay, sturdy breeds. They are best of the burden. They are the beast of the burden used, and they can carry loads. Okay, so that means they are used for plowing and some other work. Okay, other work, right? Now, also for transportation, okay, and transporting material from one place to another. Other work, we can say transportation of material. Okay, so these are the work that we use by these draught breeds. Okay. Now another is the dairy breeds. Okay, so by dairy breeds, dairy farming, so these are the breeds for milking. Okay, so these are milk yielding. milk yielding breeds. Okay, cows, bullocks, and they are rare for obtaining milk. Okay. Now, general utility of the in these breeds, the cows are good milk yielders and bullocks are good draught work. So, what happens? Cows yield milk, and the bullocks, draught animals, act as a draught animals or draught breeds Okay, breeds. So generally, our farmers domesticate mainly draught and dual purposes breeds for milk and agricultural work. The dual purpose breeds serve both purposes. While draught breeds are mainly employed in agricultural work, the dairy breeds are generally reared by dairy owners. Okay, so this is the now some dual purposes breeds of cow. Okay, are the Deoni, some dual purposes breeds. Dual purposes means, when we say dual purposes, means for both milk and as draught breed. Okay, so some dual purpose breeds are that is the Deoni, Dangi. These are the names of the breeds. Okay, Tharparkar, Tharparkar, and Haryana breed. Haryana. Okay. So these are also fairly good milk yielding. Okay, some dual purpose. They are used for both for the producing milk as well as for the some other work or agricultural work such as the plowing or transportation of some materials. Okay. Now we see about some the indigenous breeds. Indigenous. The indigenous breeds of dairy cows have three varieties. These varieties are so there are three varieties. In case of this, as I told you. Three varieties of indigenous cow. Indigenous dairy cows. Indigenous dairy cows. Okay, so there are the number one is the Gir. Okay, it is a native breed of Gir forest in Gujarat. So, native breed of Gir forest of Gujarat. Okay. It is medium size, but it's a good milk yielder. Okay. Now another one is after Gir is the Sahiwal. Is another famous Sahiwal. Okay. It is a large breed with heavier build. Okay. So large breed with heavier build. The breed of cow is superior. The breed of cow is superior okay, to other indigenous. This is superior as compared to others. So superior to other indigenous breed. Other indigenous breed. So this is the superior type. Okay. Okay. Now there is the next is the after Gil and Sahiwal, there is a red Sindhi. Red Sindhi. Okay. It is a medium-sized breed, but it also a very good yielder of the milk. Okay, medium-sized, medium-sized. Okay. Red in color with light and dark shade. Red in color with light and dark shades. Okay. So these are the three indigenous breeds of the cows. Okay, and they are the Gir, Sahiwal, and Red Sindhi. Gir is found in Gujarat, native breed of Gujarat. They are also of medium size, small and medium. And Sahiwal is a large breed with a heavier build, and they are the breed little superior than other indigenous breeds or indigenous breeds of the cows. Okay. Now we have got some exotic breeds also, and exotic means not indigenous. Okay, not indigenous. Not indigenous means this is the from the brought from other countries, and now they have been acclimatized in India, and they are the breeds are used for producing the good quality and large quantity yield of milk. Okay. So in case of exotic, the number one is the Jersey. Jersey. Okay. From Jersey, USA. So name is the Jersey. Okay. It is original breed of islands of Jersey, and number two is the Holstein Friesian. Holstein Friesian. This is a breed from Holland. From Holland. So these are exotic breeds are brought from other countries, and they are acclimatized. Okay. And number three, brown Swiss. Brown Swiss. Okay. A dual purpose breed from Switzerland. From Switzerland. Okay. So there are three important exotic breeds: Jersey, Holstein Friesian, and brown Swiss. Okay. Crossbreed or improved breeds are also there, and it means that when we are observing that there is one particular breed which is responsible for producing the large quantity of milk, but at the same time it is not disease resistant. Okay, and it is not surviving for a long period. Okay, and get infected easily with the disease. So what we will do is we will crossbreed with the one which has disease resistant capacity and the one which has got high yielding capacity of milk. So after this breeding, we will get the progeny or offspring which has got high yielding capacity as well as disease resistant capacity. So this is called the crossbreeds or improved breeds. Okay, so we'll write that cross breeds or improved breeds. Improved breeds. Okay. Improved breed means we have improved by crossbreeding. We have crossbreed to get the desired characters. Okay, in the progeny in the offspring. Okay. In our country, improved breeds of dairy cow have been developed at the National Dairy Research Institute. So it has been done by National Dairy Research Institute. National Dairy Research Institute. Okay, and this is the NDRI. NDRI. This is the short form. Okay, National Dairy Research Institute of India. It is situated at Karnal, Haryana. Karnal, Haryana. Okay. These high milk yielding breeds have been developed through cross breeding with exotic breeds. So some exotic breeds, okay, like Jersey, Holstein, Holstein Friesian, and the Brown Swiss. So while we are cross breeding with the exotic and the indigenous, we are getting improved breeds. Okay, and these are the examples are the current number one is the current Swiss. So this is the improved or crossbred. Okay, then is the current fries. Current fries. The number three is the Frieswald. Frieswald. Okay, so this was done by Bald Swiss, Brown Swiss with Sahiwal. Okay, this was done between the Holstein Friesian, Holstein, okay, Friesian with Thar Parker, another Indian breed, okay, indigenous breed. Then Holstein Friesian with the Sahiwal. Okay, so these are the different improved and crossbreeds. Okay, improved and crossbreeds which are producing the good quantity of milk. Okay, so the new crossbreeds are found 2 or 3 times more. They produce 2 to 3 maybe more than the indigenous cows. So that is the advantage. They are producing 2 to 3 times more quantity of milk than the indigenous breed. So current fries cow, they give about 3,500 liters of milk. Okay, so that is a good thing to obtain. Now we'll come to another part, that is the milk production. Okay. Now, production of good quality milk depends on several factors. It's not only obtaining the good variety or good breed, also there are different factors like good food, feed, and also protecting from the diseases, providing the optimum environment, okay, and suitable environment for the growth and development of these breeds. Okay, so the next is the milk production. Milk production. Okay. Influence of breeds. First is the depends the factors. Okay, production depends on factors. Okay, what factors? Such as the influence of breeds. Influence of breeds. It means that some exotic breeds like Jersey cows, okay, native of Jersey, produce on an average of 60 liters milk in a day, whereas local breeds like Red Sindhi, Sahiwal produce about 6 to 8 liters of milk per day. So there's a huge difference, you can say. 60 liters and 6 liters, 6 to 8 liters. However, the milk of the Red Sindhi contains more fat than the brown Swiss MCT breed. So that is the influence of that is the reason. Now, another one is the influence of breed, and then is the duration of lactation period. Duration of lactation. So these milk is actually produced after they produce their offspring. Okay, they give birth to the offspring. Okay, so the period from the time the calf is born, okay, the cow ceases to give milk is called period of lactation, or you can say not the cow starts giving milk. The lactation period of Red Sindhi is 230 to 240 or 345 days. Okay, whereas the lactation period in exotic breeds is longer. So that is another point. Okay, other factors are there like the seasonal changes affect the milk production, such as the quality of the milk is better in cold weather and decreases in warm weather. So that is also one of the factors. So that comes under the other factor. Due to the influence of the breeds, and other factor means like seasonal factors. Okay, in winter they give the the good quality milk. Okay, it will be it will have more fat maybe. Okay, so the physical conditions. Okay, also the feed that we are providing. So all these are the important factors for the production of the milk. Okay, now we come to another part, that is the methods of breeding these animals. Okay, natural method is there. So breeding method. So there is natural method, because you know in these breeds in nature also they breed. Okay, so then it is a traditional method of breeding. Okay, so there is the natural means the traditional. Number one is the natural method of breeding it is traditional method, and it takes place by cross breeding between the indigenous and the high yielding exotic breeds. Okay, by natural physical mating process. Okay, simply by allowing the physical mating. Okay, this is a traditional method. Now in case of the artificial method, scientifically this method is called insemination. Okay, so this is the insemination means we are obtaining the semen of the one of the breed and then inserting into the injecting into the females of the another breed for the fertilization. Okay, so artificial method, and this is done by insemination. Insemination means the semens are injected or put into the vagina of the females of another breed. Insemination. Okay, so artificial insemination means there is no mating actually. Okay, the process of injecting semen obtained from the desired male bull of high milk yielding breed into the genital of the reproductive tract of the female during heat period is called artificial insemination. It generally involves improved breeds. This method widely used to improve the quality of the cow. So this is simple: obtaining the semen and then releasing this semen into the female genitalia or reproductive tract of the female, so that we'll get the good and improved variety or the breed. Okay. Other factors which we know, which is important in the cattle farming, is that proper housing, okay, feeding, and also paying attention on the preventing or just to time to time regularly checking for the diseases and the health of the animals. Okay, so dairy farming require two basic purposes: to maintain dairy animals animals requires food for two basic purposes. Food for requires food for two basic purposes. Okay, number one is to maintain a healthy body. To maintain a healthy body. Healthy body so as to perform all life. So as to perform all life activities. Perform all life activities. Okay, with efficiently, right? And to produce milk during lactation. So these are the two very simple points, and you know that, okay, why the food is needed by the animals. These are the two important things, because you are interested in getting the milk, okay. So, and also for that it's important the animal to be healthy and to perform all the life activities smoothly and effectively, okay. So as a normal feed of dairy animals like cows and buffaloes consists of two kinds of components, okay. So there are two components of feed, okay, of dairy animals or dairy cows, okay. So that is the number one is the constant roughage, and number B is the concentrate. You studied this in the previous class also, I think, in class 8 maybe. Roughage means it is mostly fibers. So it is mostly fibers, okay, and which comes from the straw of cereal, okay, comes from straw, okay, of cereals, hay, okay. And green fodder also, from the green fodder like sesame, coffee, etc. Now the concentrate means it consists of a mixture of less fibrous substances and protein, fat, carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, etc. So consists of less fibrous substance, okay, then it consists of carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins, and mineral rich substances. That means when we say concentrate, it means that it consists of the feed which has less fiber, but carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals are there in proper quantity, so that they are able to produce good quality and good quantity of milk. Okay, so that was about the feed. Now, when we say disease, there are some diseases, and we need to prevent that. They're kind of like in human beings, there are some kind of disease found in the cattle also. Okay, and if there is proper hygiene is maintained, okay, there is a proper the care is maintained for the cattle, these animals, they can be protected from the disease. Okay, there are some parasitic disease, okay, There's infection, viral disease, bacterial disease, cowpox is one of the very common viral disease. Okay, there's bacterial disease also, tuberculosis, anthrax, salmonellosis. Okay, black water disease. These are some bacterial disease. Fungal disease also is there, and so all these diseases are protected by giving some vaccine, some injection medicines. Okay, and also some medicine mixed with the feed so that to protect them from different types of diseases. Okay, so this is all about the cattle farming, or you can say dairy farming. Okay, where we have different breeds, indigenous and exotic breeds, and also improved or cross breeds, where we are breeding the exotic and the uh, indigenous breed. Okay, to get the desired and the best variety of breed, so that we get our best quality and the large quantity of the milk. Okay, so this is about the animal husbandry. Tomorrow I will study about the poultry farming. Okay, so thank you for joining today and listening. Tomorrow again we'll meet at the same time. Till then, goodbye.